the fight that's going to close out the NBC show between undefeated Danny Garcia, a champion, and Lamont Peterson, a champion. These guys are two of the best fighters fighting between the 140 and 147-pound weight classes. And they're going to be in there in a long-anticipated fight. Both of them are putting everything on the line. And it figures to be a tremendous fight in the ring. And, people are debating about who's going to win this one. And that's what you expect from a great fight, that people are going to debate about who's going to win the fight. And I think that's why this April 11th show at the Barclays Center on PBC is so exciting for fans. So I'd like to start by introducing undefeated champion Danny Garcia.
Hey, what's up,
Danny,
guys? Everybody, you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Thank you.
All right, cool.
Yes.
I want to thank you guys for having me on. I'm very excited for April 11th. I'm training real hard, and come April 11th, I'm going to give the fans another tremendous fight, and I can't wait.
Thank you, Danny, and it's a pleasure for me to be able to be involved in this fight between two terrific fighters like you and Lamont. Mr. Peterson, want to say a few words? I know you have your own thoughts about this fight.
How everybody doing? I'm just excited, man. I'm just ready to go. I'm excited about the fight. And, hoping that everybody that watch it, that comes out and that watch it on TV, enjoy the fight.
Well, we're going to then very quickly get the questions. So we'll open it up to the press.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. If you have a question, please press star, then 1 on your touchtone phone. If you wish to be removed from the queue, please press the pound sign or hash key. If you are using a speakerphone, you may need to pick up the handset first before pressing the numbers. Once again, if you have a question, please press star, then 1 on your touchtone phone.
We have a first question.
Our first question comes from Sean Cross from Boxing Insider. Please go ahead.
Hi, it's great to talk. It's great to talk to both of you guys. Just one question for Danny and one for Lamont. Do both of you guys see this as a chance in your own way for redemption? You've both taken a bit of heat from the public, fairly or not, for various things in the past, but now you're finally fighting each other, and honestly, it's a terrific matchup. And do you both see this as a shot for redemption? If not personally, then in the eyes of the public?
No, I don't see this as redemption. This is a great matchup, but I've faced a lot of great fighters in my career, and every fight that I've fought in my career was for a reason. And like you said, the media has been tough, but hey, this is boxing, and it is what it is. And come April 11th, you're gonna see Danny Garcia at his best. He's gonna be prepared, and the fight's gonna be what it is.
For me, no redemption either. No redemption for me.
Lamont, what's my question?
No redemption for me either. What's in the past is in the past. At the end of the day, as y'all keep saying, it's a great matchup, it's a great fight. That's why I wanted to make the fight happen. And I hope, again, the fans enjoy the fight.
All right, well, I thank you again, and I wish you both all the best on April 11th. Can't wait to see the fight.
Thank you.
And our next question comes from Dan Rafael from ESPN. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. My first question for you, Danny. I'm wondering when you try to envision how this fight goes. I've seen you in fights where you come out and you're able to blast guys out of there, and you're a big puncher. Other fights where you've boxed against your opponents. Lamont is known as a boxer. In your mind, are you going to be the guy that makes this fight in terms of going and being aggressive to him?
Every fight is a different fight. Like you said, sometimes I go out there chasing down. Sometimes I have to make adjustments and, box my opponent like I box Matisse. But every fight is different, and I prepare myself in the gym for the worst. And if we gotta sit there and bang it out for 12 rounds, then we gotta bang it out. But if I gotta chase him down, then I gotta chase him down. I gotta make adjustments like a true champion does. And April 11th. I can't wait.
You know, it should be an excellent fight. I know there's been a lot of discussion. I've been one of the people discussing it. Although it's an excellent matchup, there's nobody disputing that. It's not for the world championship in the weight class, 140 pounds, belts or otherwise. I'm wondering. My understanding is that you and your team decided that it was best for you to fight a few pounds heavier than 140. Whether I guess it was because maybe you're having some trouble getting all the way down. Can you tell me your side of that and why this is at 143 as opposed to being for the champ, whether for belts or not, but for the 140-pound recognized championship of the world?
You know, in order for the fight to be done at the time period, and in order for this fight to be done and the time we had for it to be done, that's the way we had to fight at. At the end of the day, I feel like this is still a fight, you know, that the fans want to see. This is still a big fight. No matter with the belt or without the belt. So I think the fans are gonna. I think if the media just lets it go already and just accept the fight that it's gonna be a big fight without the belt, then come April 11th, I guarantee you, you know, the media and the fans won't even be talking about that anymore because the fight will be so good.
Are you having trouble though making 140? Was that basically the reason to do it 3 pounds heavier?
You know, I've been at 140 since I was an amateur since 2006.
Yeah.
And I put a lot of strain on my body making the weight. So it was best for me to fight at this weight. My last fight I fought at the 142 catch weight, and I'm not saying that I can't make 140 again, but with the time off since August, I just don't want to cheat the fans. I don't want to cheat the fans. I want to give them my best, and like I said, in order for the fight to be made, this is the way it had to be at.
Understood, and I get that. So I guess the other thing is this: if that's the case, and you are going to be on your way to welterweight sooner than later, it would appear, whatever happens against Lamont on April 11th, did you contemplate or think about just doing something that lots of fighters have done? You've had a great run at 140. You've been the champ. You've beaten a lot of good opponents. Vacate the titles officially, let somebody else fight for them, and then and then decide you're going up in weight. Or was vacating part of your plan?
No, right now, I have to just, stay focused on April 11th. I'm not really worried about what's going to happen next. Either I'm going to defend them in the summertime or, like you said, vacate them. But right now, it's Lamont Peterson at 143 pounds, April 11th. And all I can say is it's going to be a great fight, a tremendous fight.
All right, good. And Lamont, I have a couple questions for you. You there, Lamont?
Yes.
Hey, good to talk to you. I think some people would, most people view the fight as a very good matchup. You guys are two of the best, if not the top 2 guys in your 140-pound weight class. He does have the win against Lucas Matisse. You got knocked out by Lucas Matisse. Do you think there's any correlation of what might happen in the fight with you and Danny based on the way you both competed against a common opponent not too long ago?
Let me ask you the same question. You've been around boxing for a long time.
Well, it's your conference call, though, not mine. So,
at the end of the day, you should know. It makes no difference. They match it up in many different ways, different fighters. It never makes any sense. If that was the case, then it's many situations and incidents that throughout boxing history show you that makes no difference. It's boxing. You get hit good, you get hurt, and you can get knocked out, and that's just part of the game. And something that I have to accept and just move on. And I have, and I'm just focused on Danny Garcia, April 11th.
All right, I'll just ask you to touch on the topic that Danny was talking about with regard to the titles. My understanding is that, Lamont, you would have been perfectly fine fighting at 140, no problem. But this is not at that weight class. What's your perspective on that? Are you cool with that, or would you rather have been this in a fight where the belts are at stake?
I'm cool with it. At the end of the day, too many belts, too many titles, too many this, that, too much. At the end of the day, you have 2 young top fighters that's willing to fight each other. A lot of times I know fans want it their way, the way they want it to be, but sometimes you just have to just chalk it up and just look at it. It's a good matchup. We know what this fight means, and I just hope they can push that aside and enjoy the fight and not worry about it. To me, didn't matter what weight. Could have been 147 pounds, 45, any could have been 38.
Right. Do you have aspirations in the future to fight at 147?
Yes, I do. Making 140, I always make it, and I'm comfortable with making it, but I always think about when I'm passing the 140-pound scale and I'm going down into the 45 and 44, and just thinking about how strong I feel at 147 pounds, not to think about, man, if I move up, I'll be much stronger, I'll be much faster, things like that. So I look forward to it in the future. So right now, I'm still fighting at 140 pounds.
Gotcha. Thank you very much, Lamont. Appreciate your time. Danny, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Diego Marilla from RingTV.com. Please go ahead.
Hi, guys. The question is for both of you. You guys are in a very short list, looking a little bit ahead of this fight. I mean, this is going to be a very tough fight for both of you. But looking a little bit ahead, do you see yourselves as being in a short list as possible opponents for Floyd Mayweather in the future? And does this affect you as far as the pressure is concerned in this fight?
Guys, the question was, do you see yourselves potentially... Yeah, he was on speakerphone, but the question was, do you see yourselves on the short list of potential Floyd Mayweather opponents in the future? And if so, how is this affecting you guys?
I'm not worried about fighting Floyd Mayweather at all. That's a long shot from here. I mean, maybe have one more fight after this, so I won't hold my breath on it. I'm not worried about it. Never think about it. Just continue on my career, and right now, focus on April 11th.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the fight either. I'm focused on the task ahead, and maybe in the future, but as of right now, because at the end of the day, it's always a fighter's dream to fight Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather. Everybody wants to fight the best fight. So, maybe in the future, of course, but right now, I'm focused on April 11th.
Thank you. And our next question comes from Carlos Gonzalez from Primera Hora. Please go ahead.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Lamont. My question is for both of us, but let's start with Danny. Danny, what was your first thought when you were offered to fight Lamont, who also has a great track record in the professional?
It's a fight the fans wanted, and when it was offered to me, I said, yeah, why not? If you backtrack in my career, I never ever turned an opponent down. I never turned anybody down. The first person they always say, hey, Danny, you want to fight? Danny fights him. So, other than that, it's the fans wanted it, the media wanted it, so it's a great fight.
Okay, Lamont, also to you, what was your first thought when you were offered to fight Danny?
That was a good feeling to get the chance to fight Danny Garcia. He's considered to be the best guy at the weight class, and I just want my shot at that crown, belt or no belt. But at the end of the day, fans wanted to see the fight. A lot of times, I never turn fights down. You never really see me call fighters out. I just leave it in the hands of the fans or the media. And normally when they say they want me to fight someone, when my manager, my team asks me who I want to fight, I just pretty much speak on who the fans and the media are.
And also, Danny, what do you see in the positives of Lamont that you have to really be very careful in the ring?
I just have to go in there, as a champion, as a fighter, and I just got to go in there and make adjustments, be smart, and I know when Danny Garcia is 110% ready, then nobody can beat him, and I'm training hard. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm not leaving anything in the gym, and I'm ready. Come April 11th, I got to go in there and make adjustments.
Also, Lamont, just one last question. What do you see in Danny that you have to be really cautious come fight time?
This is boxing. and I'm pretty not worried about anything. That's just my personality. That's just me. But at the end of the day, Danny's a champion. He's a top fighter. We're going there. We'll fight. No worries. No pressure. I'm just a person who loves to fight, and I'm happy to be fighting Danny Garcia. So a lot of times you won't see no fear or anything. You'll see me smiling and happy to even be in the ring fighting.
All right, thanks a lot to both of you.
Thanks. Thank you.
And our next question comes from Jake Donovan from BoxingScene.com. Please go ahead.
Okay, I have the same question for both of you, so I guess if Danny can answer first and Lamont. Is there anything you didn't know about each other that you might have learned when you both fought on the same card last August?
I wasn't paying attention because I was warming up and I was getting my hands wrapped and things like that. But it's a fight. It's a fight, and at the end of the day, I gotta be prepared for whatever. And I gotta go in there and make adjustments, be smart. Name my big punches, and get the W.
Lamont?
For me, after I fought, of course, we drug testing. So I was in the dressing room, taking care of that business, and of course, the fight didn't last that long. So my time was done with that. The fight was over. So it wasn't much too much.
Okay, I guess another question for both of you. What were your thoughts on the first PBC on NBC show on March 7th, and how surreal was it for you to watch that, knowing that you guys are up next?
Oh man, it was amazing. Just the whole setup, the whole production, everything was amazing. The way the fighters walked out, the backdrop. It was just great, man. It's great for boxing. I'm just happy to be a part of it. I'm happy that I get to showcase my skills on NBC. To the new fans out there who are going to be watching for the first time, the millions of fans who are going to be watching for the first time. I just got to go in there and look good and win over these millions of fans.
For me, I'm happy. Yeah, for me, I'm happy for every fighter that's going to participate in the event, because too many times when people saying boxing is dead, and I truly do not believe boxing is dead. I just believe that boxing is put on the back burner. Was put on the back burner, and it seems like right now, boxing don't get much needed attention. And I'm just happy for everyone that gets the chance to participate in this movement.
Cool, thank you very much, and best of luck to both of you on April 11th.
Thank you. Thank you.
And our next question comes from Kendrick Johnson from Sports Magazine. Please go ahead.
How you doing, Danny and Lamont? Danny, this question's for you. With you already beating people like Matisse and Amir Khan, how much would adding Lamont add to your legacy? Because we know you're very particular with who you fight and when you fight them. So is that part of the Danny Garcia plan?
No, I think this is out of the list of champions that I faced before. I think this is even bigger for my legacy. Because he is a champion. He's faced great opponents. He's faced great fighters too, and I think stylistically this is going to be a great fight, and I think it's big for my legacy. So I got to go in there and make sure I go in there and handle my business.
And do you think you have a bit of advantage being in the ring and on those high profile, like that Batiste card was on the Mayweather Canelo, and being the headliner with Khan? Do you think that big experience will help you for this? It's not pay-per-view with it being on national TV.
Yeah, of course. I've been on some cards, and I headlined some cards that, that the intensity and the atmosphere was so it could break your will. If you're not built for it. Like you said, the Mayweather card, that was huge. So I think everything that I've been through in my career, every fight that I faced, it just leading me up to gave me the experience and built me up for this moment and all the moments that come in my career.
And what does Lamont possess that got you in the gym working on? Cause we haven't seen you in a while. to add to your game?
You know, he's a champion. He's a champion. And, you know, so I got to go in there prepared. You know, can't take no one light. I never took no one light. I'm in here. I'm running every day. I'm training hard. You know, I'm disciplined. You know, I'm sacrificing. And I'm doing everything I always do. I'm just more experienced. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. And I'm just training hard. And I'm worrying about, you know, the things Danny Garcia has to do to get better in the gym every day. And sharpening up my skills and my tools and to make sure that April 11th, I go in there and handle business.
And my last question is for Lamont. Lamont, would you consider this the biggest fight of your career? And what did you learn from the Matisse loss that you can apply in this big level, high-profile fight?
I'm going to answer your last question. There's nothing I can say from the Matisse fight. And for this fight, you know, two different styles, two different people. It don't match to me. It doesn't, you know, it's just different. But the first question, to answer your first question, it's all about how you prepare for, you know, for a fight. And I just know that right now I just feel like, you know, it's my time, you know, and right now I just feel like, you know, all the setbacks from the defeats and, you know, the losses and things like that, you know, you learn from them. I feel like right now everything is put together at the perfect time. And I just, you know, I'm confident everything is just right on line and conditioning, everything is still great. And just can't wait to April 11th.
Good luck to April 11th. Look forward to seeing y'all put on a heck of a show.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that was our last question. Lou, do you want to wrap it up for us, please?
Wow, really?
Thank you, Danny, and thank you, Lamont. We're looking forward to a great fight on April 11th, and we're looking forward to a great card of PBC on NBC on April 11th. Once again, tickets are available at the Barclays Center box office, at Ticketmaster outlets. Ringside seats, great seats, got released today to the public, so people should call and get your ringside seats if you'd like them, and they're $300 for ringsides, $200, $150, $100, and there are $50 seats. So we hope to see everybody in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center, and then we're looking forward to a great audience and to introducing new fans to you know, the great sport of boxing, the sport of kings, on April 11th when NBC showcases its second PBC card on NBC. So thanks you guys for joining us, and see you on April 11th.
All right, thank you. I want to say one more thing before I go. I want to thank, you know, all the fans that are going to be watching, and, you know, it's going to be a tremendous night in boxing that night. And if, you know, any fan want to get DSG fan gear, go to DSGofficial.com. I'm selling tickets on my website, too, for the fight. And download the DSG app. I'm doing notifications every day, letting my fans know how I'm training and being close and personal with the champ. So thank you. See you guys April 11th.